Students, good morning. Today I am going to class 9th, subject science, section biology, chapter 1st, topic unicellular and multicellular organism. According to cell or according to number of cells, organism are two types. First, unicellular organism and second, multicellular organism. In unicellular organism, uni means single, cellular means cell. Which organism or single celled called unicellular organism? In easy way, organism which consist of a single cell are called unicellular organism. The single cell in unicellular organism behaves completely as an individual and carries out all the vital life activities, and there is no differentiation. All activities are completed a single cell, but there is no well developed systems as human beings are higher animals. For example, amoeba, paramecium, euglenas are the unicellular organism. But in multicellular organism, multi means more than one and cellular means cell. So which organism consists more than one cell is called multicellular organism. In multicellular organism, there can be several grades of body organization. Various cells in these organisms get specialized for the multicellular for a particular functions. These process of getting specialized for the particular function is called differentiation. In easy way, in multicellular organism, all activities complete the different organs. Here we explain some advantages of multicellularity or multicellular organism. These are the some advantages of multicellularity or multicellular organism. The cells are specialized for particular works. These also increases their working efficiency. Multicellular organism is better adapted to its environment and therefore has more chances of survival. The death of some cells does not result in the death of entire organism. Weak and old cells do not readily affect the working efficiency as they are replaced by the new ones. Multicellularity offers the simultaneous execution of many works. So these are the some advantages of multicellular organism. The next is the shape and size of the cell. Here we define some living cells or living organism and his size. The cells of different organisms are not similar. They may be different in the shape and size. Even in same individuals, the cells may show differences in size, shape and structure. So the variations in different cells is mainly due to their different specific functions. For example, nerve cells convey impulses from the one place to another, while skin cells serve to protect the body, and WBCs of man kills the pathogens. It changes its shape regularly. Since these cells perform different functions, they have different structures. These following tables shows the shape and size of cells. Different type cells represent different type shape or size. Here we show the viruses type cells, the size of 7 into 10 की power minus 3 meter cube, and second is smallest bacterium which size are 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 micron meter cube. Third is the mycoplasma, PPLO, short form of pleuropneumonia-like organism, which size are 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 micron meter cube, and hence X. The X of hence size 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 micron meter cube. And next is largest bacterium, which size represent 7 into 10 to the power 0 micron meter cube. And next is ostrich egg, 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 15 micron meter cube. And human erythrocytes, these are 7.5 into 10 की power minus or 10 to the power 0 micron cube. Here viruses are the smallest creatures, however they are not cellular. The largest cell is the ostrich cell in the animals. The ostrich egg cells is the largest cells or size represent in largest 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 1.1 into 10 to the power 15 micron cube. Eggs have reserved food materials, hence generally they have larger size. These are the shape of different type cells. First, plant-like structure, these are nerve cell. In upper side, ostrich egg, these are largest animal cell, and these are rounded shaped, which are mycoplasma. These are the fungus. So all type different shapes organisms are given these figures. The next topic is the types of cell. On the basis of their constitution, cells are two types. First, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. In prokaryotic cells, which a true nucleus is absent and membranous organelles are absent, called prokaryotic cells. Here pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus, which have primitive nucleus may be present, called prokaryotic cells. For example, prokaryotic cells are represented by bacteria, mycoplasma, cyanobacteria, etc. But in eukaryotic cells, these are well developed and advanced cells with a true nucleus, which U means true, karyon means nucleus, which have true nucleus called eukaryotic cells. All higher organisms are composed of eukaryotic cells. These all organelles are present in these cells. So eukaryotic cells called well developed cells. Here we started some important features of prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Pause this table and show some features of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. In first point of prokaryotic cells, absence of true nucleus. But in eukaryotic cells, present well developed nucleus, and it's surrounded by a double walled true nuclear membranes. In prokaryotic cells, nucleolus are absent, but in eukaryotic cells, nucleolus are present. Cell walls of the prokaryotic cells mostly present, and eukaryotic cells present in plant cell and absent in animal cell. Reproduction in present in prokaryotic cells are sexual types, but in eukaryotic cells reproduction are both type, asexual and sexual. The most important cell organelles of the cell is the mitochondria, which helps the respiration in animals or plant cells. But in prokaryotic cells, mitochondria are mostly absent, which organelles help in respiration besides of mitochondria called mesosomes, which are associated with energy production and helps the respiration. But in eukaryotic cells, well-developed mitochondria are present. In prokaryotic cells, extras chromosomal DNA are present which called plasmid. But in eukaryotic cells, plasmid are absent. Mostly main double-stranded linear associated with histone proteins are DNA or RNA, nucleic acids are present. So we call prokaryotics are primitive celled organism and eukaryotic are well developed organism. Here we show the structure of a typical prokaryotic cells and some primitive or prokaryotic cells like bacteria, oscillatoria, nostoc, mycoplasma are the prokaryotic cells. Here represent the typical prokaryotic cells like bacteria. And next is the typical eukaryotic cells, which are well developed and all cell organelles are present. So this is structure. These are the typical prokaryotic cell. These are the bacterial structure. Here we show except of mitochondria present mesosomes which helps in respiration. These are the coiled structure. It is the extra chromosomal DNA called plasmid which helps the biotechnology in today's. Upper wall is the cell wall and this round shaped structure called main DNA chromosomes, and small round shaped structures are the 70S ribosomes which helps protein synthesis, and this hair-like structure is called flagellum which helps movement of the bacterial cell or prokaryotic cell. So the series differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Here is the properties of prokaryotic cells and which are present prokaryotic and which are absent or present prokaryotic cells. All are given there. So pause tables and write down your notebooks. First, properties are size. Prokaryotics are mostly smaller size and eukaryotic are larger or higher size. Second is the cellular nature. Prokaryotes only unicellular or single-celled, but eukaryotic are unicellular as well as multicellular. Nuclear membranes which are surround with nucleus are absent in prokaryotic cells and present in eukaryotic cells. And nucleus absent or some animals are nucleus, open nucleus are present which called nucleolide, and eukaryotic cells present well developed nucleus. Nucleolus, inner side of the nucleus called nucleolus. Prokaryotic cells absent and eukaryotic cells are present. Cell wall. Prokaryotic cells mostly present cell wall and eukaryotic cells always present cell wall or mitochondria. In prokaryotic cells, mitochondria absent and respiratory organs are associated with plasma membrane enfolding called mesosomes, and eukaryotic cells well developed respiratory organs bacteria are present. These are the some other points which are prokaryotes absent and eukaryotes present, or eukaryote absent and in these are present. Other type of the cell is two types. First, plant cell and second, animal cell. Animal cell and plant cells both are strictly eukaryotic in nature. They share all essential features of an eukaryotic cells, but many differences in their structures. Animal cells are soft and fleshable due to absence of cell wall. The upper layer of animal cell called cell membrane, and in plant cells there are rigid due to thick cell wall made up the cell wall or made up the cellulose. In plant cells contains plastids. You know that what is plastid? Plastid are the types of chloroplast which are used in photosynthesis and storage of food materials. But in animal cells, plastids are not present, so they cannot perform photosynthesis. These are the different types cell organelles of cells which present in a cell. First, cell wall or cell membrane or plasma membrane. Second, plastid, vacuoles, nucleus, centriole, mitochondria, lysosome, Golgi complex or Golgi body, cytoplasm, endoplasmic reticulum called ER, and ribosomes. Some organelles are present in plant cell and some are present in animal cells, and where cell wall present in plant cell and cell membrane or plasma membrane in present in animal cell. Plastid, which are chlorophylls, these are present in plant cell but absent in animal cell. Plastid helps the food formation with the help of photosynthesis. So plants are autonutrient or autotropics. Next, vacuoles. Vacuoles are the present in plant cell but absent in animal cell. Next is the nucleus. Centrioles, which helps in reproduction period. Next, mitochondria, which helps in respiration and stores energy in ATP form. Lysosomes, Golgi complex, cytoplasm, which are the liquid materials and the living material of the cell. Next, endoplasmic reticulum, which present both plants and animal cells, and ribosomes. Ribosomes are two types which helps the protein synthesis in the help of endoplasmic reticulum. First type ribosomes are 70S ribosomes and second type is the 80S ribosomes. In higher animals present 80S ribosomes, in plants or lower animals present 70S ribosomes, which helps the RNA in function of photosynthesis. Cell wall and cell membrane or plasma membrane are the outermost covering that separates the contents of the cell from surrounding environment. Cells are present in plant and fungi also contains the additional layer which is known as cell walls. So cell walls are present plant cells and fungus cells. Fungus cells are the without plastid plants or without chlorophyllous plants. These are the some differences of plant cell and animal cells. Differences between plant and animal cells. Here we explain properties, plant cell and animal cell. The next topic is structural difference between animal cell and plant cell are the next video. Then today's homework is right now. First question is give any 3 examples of prokaryotic organism. Next is the write 3 major differences between plant cells and animal cells. The next question is important questions since mitochondria are absent in prokaryotic cells, but how does energy production take place? These questions solved in the notebooks with the help of these lectures. Thank you. Have a nice day.